It's hump day. My name is Darlene. I am here to do some readings and to start off with a midweek check-in for you guys. So let me see what cards we'll do for that. And let me open my other device so I can see the chat. And let me open. That is, all right, we're good to go. So how is everybody? Hey, Liza, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. How's your week going? Mine has been busy but good. Busy but good. Hello, vlog. Welcome in. And Mish is here. How was dinner? I had a delicious salad, Mish. And I took my time eating it, hence the time. Oh, well. All right, so guys, I thought I'd start with just doing a little midweek check-in. Let me know where y'all are from. Hello, Change User. How are you tonight? You just got back from the studio. You have long hours at your studio. Bless your heart, you work hard, I know. Liza is an artist. Liza does pottery and I don't know what else, but that pottery is what I remember seeing on your Instagram account. Really beautiful stuff. All right, guys, I'm going to get straight into it tonight. And I'm going to say a big welcome to everybody. Hey, Jay, how are you tonight? I know you're not with your mother, I think, on Wednesday nights, isn't it? But, you know, I got to get here when I can get here, so here I am. All right, good people, welcome in, everybody. Hello, Deborah Russell. Good evening to y'all. I just thought I would start tonight by doing a little midweek check-in, you know. Romance happens in the middle of the week just like it does on the weekends. First, I know everybody's not interested in that. I get it, but let's just take a little sneak peek. Let's take a sneak peek and see what's going on in the world of love and romance. I do it that, and you know what? That just reminded me. Let me post... I do. All right. That, actually remembered to do that tonight. Yay me. Uh-oh, is it doing that thing it does? Hang on a minute, guys. Oh, okay. Hang on. I see a problem. Let me see. No, I am here as myself. It's doing that weird thing it does where it won't let me pin. It's acting like I'm a user, not an author. So to my mods, I'm sorry I can't pin the comment that's got the link in it. Can y'all copy it maybe and... That is so weird. It's done this one other time where it won't let me pin it. It's acting like acting like I'm a moderator or something. I don't know. Can't help y'all. Shoot. It should be. It's in the description box though, guys. Also, if you hit that, it should be in the description box. I am so sorry. I can't help y'all with that tonight. I don't know what to do about it. There's the link again, if anybody can do anything with that. Maybe y'all can copy and paste it. Nope, it's just not going to let me do it. Okay. Oh, all right, let's see what it's looking like. I think I'll use this small light seer deck tonight. You need some romance. You need a romance reading or you need some romance, Liza? Both, I'm guessing, right? Oh, goodness, Liza. Oh, it's a disease. It comes on us, doesn't it? That longing. I know. Believe me, I do. Well, I didn't get the question out, but okay, I'm going to take that because it talks about losing hope. Yeah. Losing hope. For some of us, it's as literal as losing hope that we're ever going to see this person that will commit to us, or a traditional relationship, or, you know, something long term. All right, people, let's pick ourselves up now. Come on now. Let's pick ourselves up off that poor me train. I know. Liza, I get it. I mean, that seems, the one thing consistent is that they're inconsistent. Yeah, come on. We just want somebody with a little crush to come on and talk to us. Even that little page, right, Liza? Even that little page would be all right. Although I don't want to raise another man. Mish and I agree on that. Yep, we're just tired of these mind games. Tired of it. Tired of it. And who is it? What's his name? The reader. Mike. He does this thing when he gets a card he doesn't like. He goes, ow, ow, ow. Oh, goodness. Bismarck, we are doing, well, right now I'm doing a general reading for my collective audience regarding romance. It's a midweek check-in about what is romance, what's going on for us in romance. And I say us, you know, despite the gray hair, there's plenty of fire in the furnace still. What's that saying? There may be snow on the rooftop, but there's plenty of fire in the furnace. Uh-huh, Deborah, you too. You got that t-shirt too. That's, hey, I don't think we've had that for a t-shirt. Let's write that one down. I don't want to raise any, how do we say that? How do we say that? I don't want to raise any more partners? I'm not sure how to put that into words that people would understand that on a t-shirt. I started page number 4 of potential t-shirt slogans. All right, what else do you want to tell my collective? Yeah, no more mind games. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, duh, of course. This is what we all want. We just want to be happy. This is wishes coming true. Yes, please, and thank you. Just want to be happy, don't we? But I tell you what, many of, and I'm saying us, all of us, because I am single too, and you know, it's not like I'm, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, 7 of Pentacles. This is divine timing. So Spirit's saying, okay, I mean, I get it, but I know you're all tired of hearing it. Everything comes in its own divine timing. Yeah, I know. But this card speaks to me more about planting your seeds where they will be most fertile. And it means be sure you're planting their seeds where you want them to be for the long term. What you want to invest your time and energy and heart, I might add, in for the long term. Okay, now what? So things are being illuminated, but about what? Do tell, Tarot. About what? What's being illuminated? And by the way, good people, I would be so very grateful if you guys would hit that like button. Just says thank you for me being here on a Wednesday evening with you midweek. It's just a way you show your appreciation, and I am very grateful. Thank you. So for some of you this week, what's being illuminated, moon in reverse, is what is making us feel a lack of stability. This can also talk about money not being grand, or even somebody who is not good managing money. I'll say it that way, right? He can be greedy. He can also be somebody who's too focused on money, this King of Pentacles. So, all right, so that's for somebody. That is for somebody. And I guess these last few cards, because those feel set apart from the rest of the reading, essentially that's saying, are you putting more time, are you investing more time and energy in your material life and goals? I mean, for some people, we're not interested in relationships right now, so yeah, we are. But we can't forget about our emotional state either. That's part of self-care, a big part of self-care. Probably the most important part of self-care. Too bad they don't make a loofah for emotions, right? All right, the plot thickens. Some of you are making a decision about something or someone from your past that it's like when the Six of Cups is in reverse for me. Sorry, I didn't show you that card, Two of Swords. When the Six of Cups is in reverse, this talks about memories from the past. Now, they're fond memories typically, but they're memories that we can't get past. In other words, if you're looking back, you're not manifesting forward. You can't make room for something coming in if you're facing the wrong direction here. So some of you are too focused on the past. And that's another way you can read this Seven of Pentacles. Where are you putting your time and energy? Where are you facing? Are you facing the past, or are you facing your future? Thank you, Mish. The Victory card fell right underneath this Five of Swords. This can be the self-sabotage card. And it can talk about mind games, as I said. So I think this is saying, everybody out there, because y'all know that you're my regulars, you know I talk a lot about law of manifestation, law of attraction, law of assumption. It's all the same thing here on my channel. So are we getting a little lax this week in terms of our mind? Or we need to have a victory, a mental victory, to get control of our mind so that we can manifest this victory. If you get sloppy in your thinking, or lazy, or forget about how powerful that is, then it's simply not gonna happen. We can't, what is it? You don't manifest your desires. You manifest what you're in alignment with. So if you're focused in the past, that's what you're in alignment with. You're not going to be able to bring in the things that make you happy. You're going to bring in all those things from the past that you apparently can't let go of. So somebody out there, I guess, needs to hear this. Hey, Carzy Z, how are you tonight? Page of Wands, that's right. We need to get busy getting more curious. This card is facing away from the other cards, facing in a new direction, facing forward. We need to get curious and excited about the future, not the past. I like that. And on a practical sense, that can be talking about a message coming. For those of you who want that, I know there's plenty of you who want that. Y'all, excuse me 1 second. Yep. And as I said that, it's like Tara backing me up. I said, for some of you, it might be a message coming in. This is the card of communication and fast forward movement. All right, we got movement or communication around here. What we want to invest in for the future. What are we thinking? Do we want to go there, quote, or not? Because what's coming to light here, what's coming to light or being illuminated is what we don't want, which is this Knight of Wands in reverse. That's something or someone that we cannot depend on, that's here today, gone tomorrow, that's in and out, basically unreliable. Even occasionally to the point of being reckless. Yep. Okay, what else? Yes, I kind of felt that coming. So some of us are saying, I'm finally deciding, I'm finally making the decision. I want something new here. I want something new. Yeah, I want to start over. Give me one more, please. Give me one on this star. What are we losing hope in back there? Hey, Sherry, how are you tonight, darling? Yeah. Yep. Somebody could have, for some of you, in the real world, the 3D world, somebody could have ghosted you. You're probably not talking to your person for some of you. Because this is coming right under this star in the reverse. This is losing hope, still not healed. So we're pulling back. This could be you or your person. Somebody here is pulling back, withdrawing, going into the cave. But that also means going into the cave to get divine inspiration about this decision, about how to move forward, right? Thank you, Mish. I appreciate that. Yes, is this resonating with anybody? If so, hit the like button, and even more so, tell us in the chat here. Okay. It's resonating with Sherry. Thank you. Yeah, I know 2 or 3 people this is resonating with. All right, what else? I'll tell you what I will do, because I think this is sort of like the end of that energy. We want a new beginning. Most of you want something new, right? Now, I'm not saying that couldn't be a new beginning with somebody from your past, because this can indicate somebody from your past. For sure. And that might be who's coming in to talk to you and communicate. I can certainly read these cards that way. This could be saying your person has had a time out. They've made a decision. They've been thinking about, reminiscing. They want a victory. They want communication and to talk to you. And here we are. They may say, I want to start over because I had the full card. So for some of you, that certainly can be the case. However, to be perfectly honest, that's not the energy that I'm feeling. For most of you, so for some of you, I think that can happen. But for most of you, I think this is, communication would be nice. Yes, I agree. All right. What advice do you have for my collective for the week? What advice do you have for my collective? Ooh, Cherie, why have you been up since 3 a.m.? Goodness, that's a long day. Thank you, Jay. Ooh, the advice. That's odd for advice. Let me get some more before I speak on that. I'm hearing the word expectations. So for some of you, you need to adjust your expectations because that gets us into trouble a lot, doesn't it? Looking for life beginning. With no problems. Amen, Card Z. I know it. Amen. Wow. All right. Oh, I love it, Mish. Yeah, my feeling is that I got two, well, I'm sure there's more, whoever reads, sees this video. I feel like I've got two very distinct groups, though, for the most part. Some of you, your person, you'll hear from your person. I think the majority of you, however, are looking for something new entirely. And so Spirit is saying, and it's an interesting message, I know, the Four of Wands in the reverse. Now this can speak of maybe you thought this was your soulmate and now you're thinking maybe not. Because in the Light Seer Tarot, which is what I'm using here tonight, these people are sitting on, oh, thank you, Cherie. I actually got this shirt at an art fair. It was hand-dyed, and I like it too. Thank you. The Ten of Cups. These people are sitting in a rainbow. And you can't do that in real life. It's a bit of an illusion, right? It's a little bit of too good to be true sometimes, the Ten of Cups. And so for some of you, I think you are realizing that's what you've been dealing with. And this realization very likely causes a tower. It's like an aha moment. Like, as much as I want this Ten of Cups, which is all the happiness, you know, it's the happy home, the dog, the cat, the picket fence. As much as I want this, maybe what I thought this home life would look like, or maybe who I thought this would be with, is not really that person. It's not that person. This person is not my soulmate or my twin flame. Or this, this imagining, home life I'm imagining is not what I thought it was. It was a bit of an illusion. And that causes a tower moment for some of you. I just feel, Mish, like this, the energy I'm feeling is not happy and upbeat like you would get if somebody was coming in from your past that you wanted. So I think that's a minority of people. The energy I'm getting is a wake up. It's like people are having a wake up call. People are saying, oh, it's like the rose colored glasses comes off. It's what this feels like. The rose colored glasses comes off. Who was I listening to? A reader. And he was talking about this year is the year of 9, which is endings. And boy, is it, and resets. And, you know, it's also, how did he put it? His name is Gareth, Gareth. I believe his last name is Hudson. Gareth Hudson. I don't know if he's, forgive me for not knowing he has an accent like I don't think he's Irish, but Welsh or something, somewhere over there. Anyway, he reads cards quite differently than most readers, but in a good way. And he was commenting about that earlier, and I thought, yes, that does seem to be the case. People are, you know, it's wake-up calls. Anyway. And it's funny, too, because he got a tower in that reading and was discussing that he thinks a lot of people this year are having that wake-up call about, I don't want this. 9s are toward the end. It's like the next one is an ending. The 10 comes after the 9 in the tarots and tarot suits. That's where the endings are, right? So 9s are saying, I'm right at the tipping point of... some of you, let's see now, this is different. Okay, the energy just shifted, so let me see. If you are already with your person, this is not for those people who are not with their person, no contact, no, this is if you are already with somebody. You may be having a conversation with your person about what's not happy, what you're unhappy about, basically, and what you need to feel happy. That can cause a tower moment. And this could represent you standing your ground, taking that high ground, saying, look, this isn't working this way. I need some changes here. I'm standing my ground and telling you what I need. And either you could be saying you don't want to be part of a codependent relationship, or you could be saying, that's why I said for those of you who are coupled, this is saying this. It has to do with you continuing. You're going to continue to be coupled, but if you state your case about this, I know I'm not saying that the way I want to, so my apologies. Hopefully you get that. Some of you are, in other words, standing your ground about not being liberated from this relationship. I don't want to be liberated. I just want things to change. I just want things to be here. I don't know. Because for a lot of you, one of you is holding on for dear life, and one of you is walking away. Excuse me. Remember this Two of Swords from the first part of the reading? That's saying somebody here is making a decision. And for some of you, you're saying, I see no more hope here. There's nothing left to hold on to. Because for a lot of you, this person's not coming in. They're not reconciling. They're not giving you what they want. Because they're too self-absorbed in their own life. They're not giving you this cup of love. Because, why? Remember this guy too, the Knight of Cups? Because they don't want to settle down, for some of you. Yup. Anything else you want to tell my people? Yeah, they're not healed. If that's who you're dealing with. they're not healed. Or you're not healed. And you just need to put a little bit more work in there, because, you know, I have to talk about law of manifestation here. And if you're not attracting the thing you want, you're not in alignment with it. You have more work to do. Both of you, though, I think, want to move this onto calmer waters. Everybody does. Everybody does. Well, I'm confused, Druzy. What 3 buttons are you talking about? Maybe that's what he meant. The hearts, the smiley, the hearts, and thank you. I appreciate everybody who likes to help out here. I know, I really do. Thank y'all. Okay, got it. Thank you, Drews. All right, yeah. So we're the hearts and the likes, and what's the third one? The smileys and the dollar sign, all of those. All the emojis. I didn't either. Well, when you say emojis, you're talking about the little emoji that shows up in the chat box? When you make a comment? Is there something I don't know besides that? Or, because if I hit that, what happens? Yeah, okay. Cool. Well, I feel you sounded like you're talking like you knew what you were talking about. If I can get that out, Drews, I was just needing to be informed. I wasn't questioning you so much as I was trying to understand, so we can do that very thing and talk about it here. That's awesome. Okay. The ones in the right side of the screen, they're only. Oh yeah, but like when you hit the heart, the red heart, and it opens up that little box. Those. Okay. Cardsy's saying, I need to take a stand against myself, need to get off my lazy butt and do the work. Well, essentially, that's what this is talking about. Yeah. We can't believe in rainbows and unicorns anymore. We need to heal this. And when I'm going to say expectations, now, it's not bad or wrong, or negative even, to have expectations. Of course, we all have them. But you have to be in alignment with what you want, what your expectations are. You can't keep, again, I'm going to say it again, keep looking behind you and your energy's focused over there at what happened and expect to get something new in front of you. Thank you, Drews. Really, I very sincerely appreciate that tip. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll do that. We'll start promoting that. So yes, I think this is it's a wake-up call for us all to get off this rainbow and start going to work, right? Like, yep. Start this healing over here. Get to work. Yes, indeedy. It's, you're talking about the deck, Mish? It's actually Light Seer, S-E-E-R. Light Seer Tarot. Like, you know, somebody who tells the future. I can't talk to her right now, obviously. So I will call you back, sweetheart, if you're listening. That's right. Start healing. I love that. Good vibes. That's another on my to-do list. Get more emojis posted. Crochet Queen. That's what I think Mish was answering. This is called the Light Seer Tarot. Let me show you the box. Now, I'm using the small version, but I have both the regular size version and the small version, but this is the box. And I know it's backwards, the print is backwards, but Light Seers with an S Tarot. Yep, Mish had already, she was on it. She was on it. Oof, all right, all right, all right. Anything else for my collective here? I think we've kind of milked the juice out of this one. I think we've got all the good juice out of the coconut here with, I think we know what we need to do. Yeah, because we all want to come in out of the cold. We don't want to be out here. We want to come in. It's in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse means we don't want to be out here in the cold. Now, this could be your person. It could be you saying, I don't want to be out here. It talks about abandonment, being left out in the cold. Yeah. This has the distinct message of stop being lazy, get back to your manifestation. You know, put the ice cream down, stop watching, put your devices down, stop watching YouTube, take 10 minutes and go into meditation and start manifesting. Somebody here must need to hear that, right? Oh, goodness. Yeah, I don't know. Anything else? It looks like we're done with that, I think. So, guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I talk about manifestation, please educate yourself. Please educate yourself about that because it's really a life-changing skill to have in your toolbox. Yep, there it is again. I want to come in. I want to heal. I want to come in out of the cold from these memories that keep haunting me. Yep. Now, I will say this a different way for some of you. You're not healed from a past person. And you feel abandoned by them. Yes. Now, because I don't have anybody waiting right now for a reading, I'm going to ask one, for those of you who want your person back. Now remember, this is a collective reading. A lot of people will see this. It's not for everybody. None of this message resonates, then please understand it's just not your reading. We're all on different timelines. But for those of you who want this person back or you want them to take you back, could be either way, I'm going to ask it in the context of this person. What are your person's intentions towards you in the very near future? What? Crochet Queen. Let me come back to that in a minute. Transformation, yes. I'm going to take that. However, it's in reverse. That's not good. That means that person doesn't want to change. Do you want them back if they haven't changed? So what is this person's likely actions toward my collective, please? What is this person's likely actions toward my collective? If those come out again, we'll take them. Oh, Misha, love that. I heard facing truths. This is the King of Swords. Facing truths. King of Swords is an excellent, clear communicator. He's brilliant. He's very much head over heart, though. He doesn't lead with his heart and his feelings, so he can be a little on the cool side. All right, let's see. So your person might be coming to say, hey, here's the cold, hard truth. I'm not changing. Well, that may be what they're not saying, but that's what's happening. All right. Of course, things can be different tomorrow. Tomorrow's a new day. All right, what else, please? My hands are getting tired. Let me wind just a second. Let's turn them over and see if we get what we get. Hey, Ruthie, how are you tonight? Yeah, this is, oh, Lordy, this is giving me the message pretty clearly here. That your person, although the King of Swords is a very truthful king, I will say that, but so it's like they're saying, I haven't changed, I haven't transformed, I'm big enough, I'm a king now, I'm big enough to admit that I haven't changed, I'm telling the truth, because I haven't learned all the lessons I need to learn where I am. So, I have a king and a queen here. There's no gender in tarot, but because I ask about how your romance life is going this week, they're both in the upright. I like that. I like that. But what you have in the middle here, if I can pick these up, between these two, is the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Now notice, she's looking at this, representing the lesson that needs to be learned that this person hasn't learned yet, and him. He's looking in a completely different direction. So I think she's getting, feeling a bit iced out, if I can say it that way. And all because this person, at least right now, this is only Wednesday, this could be different tomorrow, is saying, no, I'm just not ready to change yet. I'm going to sit over here with my aloof self and keep my sword in the sheath and pretend that this lesson doesn't exist. Yeah. We had this in the upright, the Page of, excuse me, sorry, Page of Wands in the upright, I think it was upright earlier. Anyway, it's in the reverse, this saying, I'm not really too curious about moving forward right now. I don't really want to explore going forward right now or exploring anything new. And I don't really want to talk about that. He may feel that way because he thinks this is what he's going to get if he comes around. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Now we have the King and a Queen of Swords, which would be a divine couple. Two things about that. She is in the reverse. She is very unhappy, angry, bitter when she's in the reverse. Will cut you with her words and then finish you off with her sword. But in the middle, now this is not for everybody, for very few of you, I have a king and two queens here. Now, I don't have other cards here really that talk about third parties, but this can be other people. It could be a mother, a father, a cousin, a meddling boss, you know, whomever that might be interfering. But, or it could be, if your person was with somebody, maybe this is because these two are often called or thought of as the divorcees in the tarot. And particularly since she, wait a minute, she is in the reverse. Interesting. All right. Oh, let's see. I was going to stop, but I think I'll keep going. This is getting juicier. Oh, y'all, it's heating up in here. I think my light makes it. I'm going to have to turn my fan on again. Okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, yeah. Okay, so for a few of you, this is looking like the moon card now is in the upright. This says there are things you can't see, things that have been hidden, fears and secrets. Fears and secrets with something or someone from the past. And that's why things are not going anywhere right now. Remember this Nine of Cups in the upright? It's now in the reverse. So this is just saying, I think your person is not, he may be dealing, we ask what future, what intentions are, yeah, intentions or actions. So I take this to mean that he's dealing with multiple people. You may be one of them, you may not. These could all be family members for all I know. But in the context of a relationship, a romantic relationship, this is saying, I've got my plate full here with these other people. I can't even begin to be curious about that. So I'm not moving forward here this week, today anyway, even though I'm unhappy, or maybe they're saying, I know you're unhappy, because there is deception here, or has been deception here. Yeah, okay. And somebody here is making plans that has to do with, remember this card from the beginning? This Ten of Pentacles it was in the reverse, yes, just like it is here. I mean, this could even be with these cards, a breakup in a relationship, y'all. If there was a third person, this looks like this. I don't have the quintessential card of ending, but it looks like there's trouble in paradise here with this card. Because right after that, I've got this Five of Wands, which talks about bickering. So I don't know if this is you and your person or them and somebody else. Again, because I have three people here, somebody here certainly feels like there's been a missed opportunity. But it's saying that it's not over. Maybe you, yeah, it's saying this cycle is not over yet. Maybe you really just want closure. So for some of you, maybe you have to give yourself that closure this week. I don't see down here any cards for some of you of this person. Again, if you know there's somebody else in the mix here, could be a family member, I have to keep saying that. You just can't see everything. Things are hidden from you right now. And frankly, hidden from this king is what I'm hearing. Also, they're hidden from this king. And I think he's saying, I'm too busy. It's just that I feel like there's just things that are going on with your person that they're not willing to divulge right now. that have to do with these three people. Either can't, can't or won't, I don't know, but there are secrets. And right now they're dealing with that. So they're saying this is also a card of determination, but in the reverse it's saying, I just don't think I've got the determination to go after my happiness this week. I'm too busy dealing with some kind of deception over here. But I'm making plans, or I'm waiting, hoping my ships are going to come in. This can also be saying they're having money troubles this week, or, you know, again, this week. Maybe because of some kind of a conflict or competition, maybe, this could literally have to do with the job. They didn't get the job they wanted or something. There's a lot of different groups of you and a lot of different messages there, and I didn't mean for that to be confusing, but it really is when you're dealing with a lot of people and not just doing a one-on-one, you know, you're going to get a lot of different storylines. But in terms of intentions and actions, I really don't see this person coming toward you this week, collective, or anytime very soon anyway. Again, this could change tomorrow. I'm just not seeing it right now. And it's saying, no, this is hidden. We're not talking about this. It's hidden. It's going to remain a secret. Yep, they're being too secretive. Exactly, Crochet. They're being too secretive. Another way I can word this, the Chariot in reverse. When it's in the upright, it implies these horses, these two powerful horses here, it implies that they are pointed in the same direction for a common destination. In reverse, it's saying, I don't know whether I want to go the path of the white horse or the dark horse. I don't know which direction I want to go here. I'm divided, so I can't go anywhere. Just had to say that. Just had to say. Jay, that is so darn sweet of you. Oh my gosh. That is so very sweet of you. Yes, we'll take care of Mishi. We sure will. Thank you. So, guys, it just looks like another week of we need to, the collective, you need to work and heal. That's not the card I wanted. Where is it? I might have shuffled it back in here. I guess I did. It was the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. We need to heal. And think about our expectations, all right? Are you in alignment with what you want, with your desires? Are you looking forward or are you looking backwards? That's the big question I would have for you this week. So anyway, all right, guys, that's a longer reading than I planned, but I'm glad we got that done. So for some of you, a few of you might hear from your person, but I think the majority, they're busy doing something over there they don't want us to know about, right? And probably best. I don't know. Probably best. So for the rest of you, you've got a wake-up call coming this week. Wake-up call about taking a look at your expectations and taking off the rose-colored glasses is my sense. So, yep. That's the name of that tune, y'all. I hope that helps somebody out there. Thank y'all for being here, by the way, if I haven't said that. What are we finding out one day, Mish? What'd I miss? To be soft and squishy, my word. Soft and relaxed. It's so true. Oh, I know, that's right. Who would have thunk, right? here on YouTube to have such a great supportive community where we can do that. Yes, we will. You're very welcome, Ish. I hope it connects with somebody out there. Hello, Ernest. Good evening. So what can we ask for Mish tonight? What would Mish like to know about tonight? Yes, for you. Excuse me. I can't do one like we did. Like, I can't do that. Oh, I don't know if I want to even ask me. Oh, forgive me. I do not know if I can go there again with you. Just saying. Ooh, Lord of mercy. Okay. That's great. All right, so we're going to ask what's next in job and finance as all the balls are in the air. Yes, or general. All right. Well, at least for right now, I think we did go there enough. Oh, goodness, bless your heart. Ernest, keep focusing on your work and your stability. Don't give up hope. All things come to those who wait. They stack for me. What deck for me? My eyes are burning. I can't. I'm trying to keep my fingers out of them. What deck for me, Sheepoo? All right, we want to know what's next in job, finance, general. What's next? Job and finance for Michelle. Okay, gotcha. So really what we want to know is advice to help you get there. Well, I don't need cards for that, but I'm not saying I won't pull cards, but you have still got, y'all forgive me, my eyes literally are just burning tonight. And I know we've spoken on this before, so let me just rehash it one more time. You obviously have a lot going on. You have a lot of that old energy still around you. You're in the middle of a huge, huge transition on more than one level, not just family, but more than one level, as you know. Sorry, my plant was talking to me. 1 second. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. So, obviously, I'm going to talk to you about manifestation, but I think the biggest message is not about that. You know how to do that. It's more about remembering and having grace with yourself, because you've got a lot of momentum built up that it's like having a headwind. You know, leaning into the wind of a tornado type wind, Mish. And it's just harder. It's harder. I mean, I would love to say, and I know all the good people, and I've said it too, that if you get your own resistance out of the way, then it can happen in a second. And I do believe that, but it's not easy for most humans to do that at all. And so I feel like I need to just, again, tell you to have a little grace with yourself. You have grace with everybody else in your life. Time to have a little grace with you. You're doing all the right things. You're manifesting. You're doing your homework. I know that. And I get a sense that you do have the faith that it's coming. It's not a test, but it is an opportunity for you to continue and not give up. In other words, it's more of a, y'all forgive me, I'm getting all these messages here. Let me mute that. It's distracting me. And so, again, I think Spirit's just saying, have grace with yourself about this, but don't give up. Keep pushing, maybe even make more time to focus on your manifestation. But the biggest thing I think that's might be holding you back is, and you know, I talk about getting happy. It's hard to get happy when you've got the situation that you've got. And that's really the gas in the tank of your Ferrari. You've got to find a way, Nish, to get yourself happy and milk that feeling. And then when you've milked it, and you're in the vortex, as Abraham Hicks talks about it, that's when you switch to the specifics of the thing that, like the job that you know you want, that we talked about earlier. So it's a little bit of technique, it's a little bit of grace, it's a little bit of stick-to-itiveness and don't give up. And it's mostly about finding a way to feel happy more. Yeah, we're not giving up. Yes, exactly. That strawberry moon really hit you with both fists, so to speak. And so I just think that that's got to be your focus right now. And again, find something to get happy about. It could be a song. It could be, you know, getting some paints out and painting, or buy yourself an adult coloring book, or I don't know, work in your garden. But something that really makes you connect with a sincere, non-judgmental, unconditional feeling of happiness. When you're there in that feeling, that's when you can shift your focus to, I have the perfect job I want. They're paying me more than money than I even asked for. They can't wait for me to come to work there. They're so happy and pleased with me. They feel like I'm such a treasure. I'm valued there, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Yep. The yard. Yep, the yard and the gym. Yep. Hey, Nancy, good evening. So good to have you here as always. Now, I will pull some tarot cards just to see, but that's my intuitive sense is that's the missing ingredient right now, because you've been manifesting well until you got off track with that strawberry moon. And oh, well, we're all human. We are all human. I know when I was sick, what a perfect time. You got nothing else to do but lay in the bed. You would think, I couldn't even finish a sentence in my head, much less. So it's just life, right? Hey, Richard, how are you tonight? So tell me more, please. Tell me how I can help Mish, please. What does Mish need to know? Ooh. Oh, my word. I can't with you. I'll show you in a second. Oh, my goodness me. All right. So, you've got 4 cards here. 3 of them are major arcana. That says what we already knew. This is a huge turning point, a huge challenge. These are major arcana are things that are out of our control, we have no control over these things. We only have control over our response to them. Big deal, big point there. But we don't have control of these things happening in our lives. Now, I hadn't seen that on that card. This is the Tower. Ta-da! Now, I know you're a big Scorpio like me, so this is also not unusual for us, right? We have towers every other day. Not a big deal, right? But it does speak of upheaval, which is exactly what you're going through. I don't really sense that this is future. I think it's talking about where you are right now. Now, yeah, and this Tower has caused you to have this lack of stability, this lack in dealing with money issues, right? There has been toxic. This is telling the backstory. I can tell you already. I know you know that. You've been dealing with addictions in your circle. Doesn't mean you, but addictions and things that have been, and restrictions that have been holding you back. This speaks of toxic energy, right? You've got to get that out of your field, and you're working on that. You're working very hard on that. But it's saying there's been some resistance. I got to bust you. The Death card in reverse. Now, this is you. This is the Scorpio card. But it talks about difficulty transforming or resistance to transformation. Because we know what you really want is a new beginning, of course. Of course. Wait for it. All right, slide up on the edge of your seat. Let's get real close here because, are you ready? You know what this card is. I know you do. The Ten of Swords in reverse again. And so, kind of what we were talking about just a little bit ago about things still, no, not the Hierophant, good guess. The Ten of Swords in reverse. What the, I know, right? Because, why? Well, I think it's just saying because you're not done yet. And the energy, again, this is talking about what's affecting you. It's in your energy field still. Energy field still. And it's preventing the new opportunity, the money, the job, the thing that you ask about. So we've got to get this out of your energy field. And then when you get this out, this is what you get. And I love this. Queen of Pentacles, this is who you are. This is who you want to be. That stability that you didn't have back here when that tower came is going to return. Now, I'm not saying you have to wait till the divorce is final. You don't. But this is an energy thing. But I do feel that signature of a document, there is an energy component to legal documents, people. I don't know if you knew that or not. It's akin to cutting psychic cords. When you sign that divorce paper, it's done, it's over with. It's very like that. That's why we have to have legal documents and endings, beginnings and endings, right? Where is it? Beginnings and endings. So this can also be saying this toxic energy is not, you're not quite finished dealing with it, which would be why this is here. Now, we know all that, but, yeah, and that's what's causing you to do that, right? Yeah, we know all that. We know all that. Tell us what we don't know. Tell us what we don't know. Because when we have just a second, I'm thinking and looking here at the cards. You have so many major arcana there. So there's communication coming. We ask about job. Bear that in mind. This is not a love reading. We ask about job. There's communication or news about something that's being illuminated, shed light on, something you couldn't see is now coming around. Could be coming from a King of Cups. Could be saying, it could also be saying about a King of Cups or about something you love. Now, we're talking about this job in particular. And I'm not understanding why that card is here. Because then we have this King of Swords in the reverse. That would be somebody who's cold and vindictive. So why? Why is that here? I'm going to have to... Let me get some more here because that's not making sense. It's not relating to anything else. Let me put it that way. Unless it's saying you have to thaw your heart out a little bit. Okay. Yes, it could be that. I'm sorry. I know y'all don't know what's going on here. I'm reading her comments. Yes, it could absolutely be. This would be you and this would be your ex. Because this king can be cold, manipulative, like I said, vindictive. Okay, I just got an incoming message. A missing link for you. Because it had to do with this king when this came up. Oh, thank you, Rana. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you for being here if I didn't say that. It's not so much your ex. No, it's the energy, it's the residual energy from all of that that's still in your energy field. But let me tell you what this incoming is. One second, I got to reconnect with it. It's kind of what we were talking about. When I was saying you need to get happy again, find something to get happy about. It's like loving yourself, and you've heard this before, but here's the difference. It's like, trying to figure out how to say this. There's still an element, because of what you've been through and this toxic energy here, in your subconscious that you haven't quite cleared out yet, of you not feeling worthy on some level. Because this situation has really dinged your confidence. And that's not something you do consciously. It just happens, right? Between all the weights you've been, I mean, goodness me, been raising these 4 boys by yourself all this time and all the things. And so I'm hearing a message that you have had to become more like this King of Swords in reverse. And this is who you need to be. So it is about self-love, but it's about recognizing that if you focus a little bit more on, in other words, this, struggling, excuse me, I'm struggling to get the words how I want to say it. Hey, is Jay still here? Jay, are you still here? Hey, Jay, do you remember that conversation we were having about being fuzzy in a reading and about certain outside forces? Will you tune into that for me? I'm having a moment. I would be curious about if you feel anything. So, I think this is as simple as you believing in your core that you are worthy of all the blessings. And it's not, you can't say that superficially. You have to truly believe it. And I think you've had to be this person for so long and deal with this person for so long. And Spirit wants you to get back here, to open your heart, to get back into loving yourself. And you know, I don't mean mamby-pamby, you know what I'm saying here. But I just heard when these cards fell, it is about you really, it's like there's self-sabotage here about, on some level. Now, I know you have the skills. I know you believe you have skills. It's not about that. It's about in your psyche, in your subconscious, that you've taking a couple of hits with this situation and your confidence. Just a second, let me see what Jay's saying. Okay, I was just curious. Thank you, Jay. Yeah, I do need to do that more. And I hold my breath. I tend to do that when I'm trying to focus. Thank you. Okay. Let me see if I catch up on Misha's comments here too. Thank you, Jay. Ah, yeah, Queen of Swords. I think you've upgraded. You do that too, Jay. You hold your breath. I mean, I just get so focused, I forget to breathe. Well, it's the skills that you already know now about manifestation. It's no different. It's the same application, just focusing a little bit more on that specific issue. Like I heard deserve. The word I had was deserve. I deserve to have this job that I really want and love. I deserve to have this come to me. So there's something in your, I mean, being aware of it, I say, is always half of it. But I would start working on some affirmations that have to do with that. Start feeling like you know, whatever it is you want, whether it's a piece of cake or, I mean, I'm being silly, of course, but it's not about you having money. It's about you deserving it. And that's just something here that I don't think we've uncovered yet, but it feels like there's a part of you that's saying, I'm not sure I deserve that. Does that, I don't know if that resonates with you at all, but let's see. Well, yes, and bear in mind, I suspect this came from way back in your childhood, this particular wound. It's like, I don't deserve happiness. I don't deserve to have the things I want. I don't deserve this, or I don't deserve money. I can't tell you specifically when or where it came from, but that's what I'm sensing here. Again, when it just feels like you're on the precipice. The pinnacle that she's holding here is this Ace of Pentacles. And another thing, these aces in reverse, we talk about them being missed opportunities. Well, yes, but it just means it can mean delayed. Not that you're not ever going to get it, just it's a delay. So, yes, more homework. Just what you needed, right? And then, and what I love is, but then you see the same Ace of Pentacles is coming in. It's just coming in slower than you want it to. But it is coming because it's in the upright. Yeah, you have not had communication about this. Yeah. Refusing to surrender, juggling too much. And another thing, your energy's depleted. Difficult communication. Feeling stuck or having a hard time surrendering. Overwhelmed, dropping the ball. And yet, you know you love, this is about you and not about romantic love. I know you know how to love yourself, but you need to put, because this is talking about not putting in the work. Like you don't have enough to juggle, but it seems to me like this issue right here, right now that I'm getting, and it has not so much to do with the cards as what I'm getting a download here for you. It's about you not feeling deserving of this thing for some reason. But Spirit has said, yeah, we know you're trying to manifest this, and we know that you have all the skills here. Yeah. Let me see what you said over here. Gives you anxiety about the slowness, and there is a time factor to it coming to, I know, energy is zapped. Oh, gosh. Well, you know, sometimes it can be as simple as, I was under a similar, I don't remember if I've told you this story, so I'm going to. You're going to hear it twice if you've heard it before. I had a property. I was going through my divorce and was almost out of money too, because I had put it all in our house renovation that he went off and left. And but I had bought a piece of property, and that property needed to sell. My money was kind of all sunk in that. But, you know, it was a remote property, and, it wasn't everybody's cup of tea and this and that. And so I determined that I was going to do my best to stay focused on that. And I was taking a trip over to Atlanta to see go to a meditation workshop and see my spiritual teacher. And I said, all right, my task on this, whatever 6-hour trip it was, I was coming from Mississippi, was I was going to do my best. I was going to play really soothing, uplifting music. And my task was to mentally focus as much as you can while driving safely on saying the affirmations that I thought I needed to say that would bring the change needed in the energy to sell this property. So I came to Birmingham and visited with some people, and I was about an hour out from Atlanta. And you know how you drive and your text message comes across the screen. And I got a text message from my realtor saying incoming contract. And it was for the exact amount that I was trying to manifest. Sold the property that weekend. I mean, had the contract that weekend. Now, it can work just like that. But sometimes it takes a really intense focus because you've got a lot of momentum. So start talking to yourself about, I really am worthy, but I'm deserving. I'm deserving of this. I am more than deserving, and use that. I just feel there's something really, I get a little bit of an electric charge when I say those specific words about being deserving. So work that into a rampage, a positive rampage, to try to see if you can't shift this energy. And you can collapse timelines when you do that, speaking of things moving slowly. No, divorce isn't rarely peaceful. I know. Yep, be alone with 4 boys. Oh, gosh, so sad. Oh, let's see. Yeah. And that's why you've got so many major arcana cards, too, saying you're in the middle of a tower. Those are big, big. Any one of those cards are big changes, but you got them all going on at once. But you can do it. You can do it. You're a triple, which is it, you or a D that's a triple Scorpio? All I was thinking was you've got more Phoenix rising than I do, so. Well, you don't. That's counterproductive when you're saying how to get him out of my energy. You don't have to do anything about that. You just have to focus. You just have to, like I was saying earlier, You can't be looking back and focusing on even not there and not even here. The job offer hasn't come in. I got to, you have to be focused there. You've got to be focused, future focused. Start doing some visualizations about what does the phone call sound like when you get the call that tells you got the job that you want. How does it feel when you find out they're even going to pay you more money than you thought? What are your imagine, use your visualization techniques and imagination. What is the picture, the reaction, the face on your child, each one of your children when they hear the news. Feel how satisfying it is when you write that check for your mortgage to send that in the mail. I think I'm just going to go pay it in person. It's going to feel so good. All those things that will go into that, the satisfying part of the real life, satisfying part of when you have the job. You already have it. It's not something that's out there. So anyway, you're 4. Maybe a D is 3. You're 4. I thought. So transformation is your middle name. Let me see what you said here. I know you can do this. Yes, focus toward the future. You hear me say this a million times. Tell the story like you want it. The story that you want, tell it like it's already happening. God, it's so fun to take my boys out to dinner, just on a whim because we want to, because we have the money now. And gosh, it's so lovely that I'm enjoying my free time. I'm sitting on my bed reading a book because I have free time because I don't have to drive my kids across town to the other school now. Things like that. Things that you can imagine experiencing. And literally, I don't know if you know who might make the phone call to you, but that's a big one. What is that phone? Imagine looking at your phone and that person's number coming in. And okay, this is it. They're calling to tell me I got the job. Imagine with their voice on the other end telling use as many of your senses as you can while you're trying to manifest this. But in the middle of all that, but don't do that part, Mish. Don't do that part until you get your vibration up to a happier place. You got to get your vibration up. You got to get in that vortex first. Get your frequency higher. And when you're feeling happy about something, I don't know, your new toenail polish, whatever it is, then it's when you start working on those specifics of how you want to tell that story. I love me first. First time here. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. General question, and I was going to come back to crochet, ask a question about tarot earlier that I didn't. I don't know if she's still here or not. Are you still here, Crochet Queen? My apologies for not answering that earlier. I got a little involved, so if you're here, sound off, because I would like to answer that question. No, you do not have to move. Not if you get busy, girl. Well, Mish, I say that more out of habit with that card. It can just be you. I'm tuning in. Hang on a second. It can be just a delay, like it hasn't happened yet. So it's that. Let's go there, okay? Let's go there, because I don't really think you're resisting as much as you just got so much on your plate. It's hard to. to move away from that in any big way, other than what you're already doing, of course. Yes, you got to get the vibration up before you start shifting to the specific thing that you want. You have to just find something general to get your vibration up first. If you go straight to the thing you want, it's not as effective. Yes, you do have a lot of homework. Well, you know, as we talked about, I think you would benefit. I think you would enjoy Gabor Mate. That's his kind of career model, is talking about all the wounds and many physical illnesses, ADHD, like we spoke about, that come from a childhood event, let's say. Oh, Cherie, congratulations. I'm glad to hear that. Your guy's talking to you. Well, I thank you, Mish, for saying that. I feel like you've heard it all a million times, but you're sweet to say that. I mean, you do have it. You do have it. It is important, though, to, like I said, that one little step about getting your vibration up first before you go into the specific thing is fairly significant. I won't say that it can't happen. Of course it can, but it's pretty. Let me say this: it really speeds it up and amplifies it if you do that first. How about I say that? Yeah, I know, the mechanics. And I had to listen to hours and hours and hours and days of, I think, Abraham Hicks videos before I really understood that. So hopefully you don't have to. You just, I saved you some time. Well, all right, you email me after that. That's fine. That's fine. I hope that helps, Mish. I mean, I really feel like you're just so on the precipice. You were just so right there. I mean, I just see you. It's like you're standing on the edge of the Grand Canyon. I mean, you are about to take off. Now, I don't mean fall down into the hole. I mean soar, and you just got about, I know everything's coming to the pivot point of that. I started to say you just got to get past this month, but I know that's when everything hits the fan too. So I'm going to say some prayers for you too. How about that? Yeah, and so maybe, Mish, if you can focus on just this process. I'm just going to find something, I don't know, watch happy, funny, comedic videos, or what you got to figure out what it is that helps you raise your vibration, and get in that happy place. It's a place that you can feel when you get there. When you get there, you know you're there. And so if you're not feeling it, you're not there. I can tell you that too, and that's more from experience. So again, talking yourself up just about general things. I love me. People love me. I'm so cool. I'm this. I'm that. I'm worthy. I'm that. Whatever, whatever. And then you shift gears, like I said, to the specific. But it's a place that you feel. You know, when you're in that place, it's a feeling. And you will know, and then you shift. I don't know how better to say that. At least for me, that's how it's been. I can tell when I'm there. And then it's like putting the foot on the gas pedal. You sure did, Drews. You missed a lot. But hey, that's the beauty of rewind. Or in this case, pushing the red dot to the left. Well, that's certainly understandable, Mish. Good Lord, you have so much on your plate, and yet you still have a beautiful attitude and so positive. And I meant to tell you, it was just so fabulous to see you smiling ear to ear today. So it's not like you're sitting around moping, feeling sorry for yourself. That's not your vibe. It just isn't. But the whole question was about how do we get these things that you need to come in. You got to let go of the need and embrace that I have it already. Okay, whew, I hope that helps. So I think, because I wanted to answer the question for Crochet Queen, and I think she's gone. She was asking about tarot, and I didn't see a response from her. So my apologies. I hope she'll come back. And did I see one other question for such just a general question? Because if not, I'm going to get out of here. Did I miss somebody have a... Oh, I Love Me First asked. They're saying, I'm a triple Sagittarius, here for the first time watching questions. What if my sun, moon, rising doesn't resonate? Well, you might try, just a suggestion. I'm not an astrologer, but you might try changing and watching Vedic astrology, because your sign will be different in Vedic astrology. Like, I'm a double Scorpio, but in Vedic astrology, I'm a Libra. So some people resonate more with that system of the zodiac signs. So if that helps somebody out there, you might just try that for a while. Yes, it is. Smiling. That's the way you raise your vibration, is laughing and smiling for sure. But, well, you are human. I hate to tell you, but in case you didn't know, you're still here in this human body. So, yes, it's hard to stay there. Oh, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Mish, thank you for saying the open mini reads. I think I'm going to just call it a night. I think I'm just going to... It's already almost 9 o'clock anyway, so, and I need to go call my daughter-in-law and see what's up with her. So I think I'm just going to say good night and bid you all adieu. Oh, thank you, Benjamin. That's very sweet. Thank you. And I will be back. I don't know what's probably, let's see, what's today? Wednesday? I don't know. In the next couple of days. Yep, closing up shop. Yep. Yeah, Jay, over time it becomes easier to stay in that happiness bubble, because it's, as I talk about, it's like going to the gym. It's like a muscle. You have to train yourself. You have to get, control of that monkey mind and those automatic thoughts. And so it is possible to stay there more, for sure. Thank you to my beautiful moderators, my awesome moderators. I love y'all. Sending everybody a big hug. Thank you, Mish. I appreciate you and Jay. And who else was here tonight? Cherie was here. I don't know who else, but thank y'all. Appreciate y'all so very much. And I'll see ya, I don't know, a couple of days. All right, y'all. Take care. Much love.